Hey y'all, it's Mitch with Guitar Town Guns. It's Monday night, November something, I don't know. It snowed here in Middle Tennessee. Isn't that lovely? Alright, winter's here. Excellent. Today's video is going to be Bertha Gets a Facelift, Part 2, and we're going to talk about Bertha. Bertha is a Remington 870 Express Magnum, and I'm going to tell you the story of how Bertha and I came to be. I was taking my concealed carry class at the Academy of Self-Protection in Jolton, Tennessee, probably a year and a half ago or so, and we came out on a break, and Harold, who works at the store, was kind of fiddling with this, and I was like, "What you got there?" And it was like, "Yeah, it's a Remington 870 Express Magnum. Guard company just came in and, traded in a couple of them and got some new Mossberg 500s. And I said, "Really? So what are you going to be asking for it?" And he's like, "I don't know, 200. Sold, Reached into my wallet, paid for it. This gun was probably not in the gun store for more than 20 minutes before it was mine. So that was excellent. When I got her, she was rough looking. At this point, I'll post a picture of what she looked like when I got her. But she worked, and she worked fine. But it needed a few modifications to modernize it and make it a little bit more tactical, I guess, if you want to call it that. And the first thing I did was I got a Tacstar extension tube, and this will hold 6 in the tube plus 1 in the chamber, so that's 7. And I put in a Tacstar side saddle, which will hold another 6 rounds. So 6 and 6 is 12, plus 1 in the chamber, that's 13 rounds. Now, side saddles are cool. I really dig them. They're great for port loading, which I'll probably show you at the end of the video. But you don't necessarily have to buy a side saddle. You can order these shotgun cards from SOE, Special Operations Equipment. They hold 6 rounds, and you can get a piece of Velcro from Walmart and put it on there. I've seen a lot of guys do this, and it works great. And then you just basically pop the Velcro on there, and it's awesome. It works great. But I have a side saddle, so we'll stay with that. And okay, so I had the extension tube, the side saddle. Also, I was putting a sock on the old stock of it. And, it'll fit on here, but it has a tendency to move a little. So I may not put that back on there or not. I don't know. I figured I might, put it down with some duct tape or something and hold it on there a little bit more steady. But I'm not really 100% sure if I'm going to need it, because I have other shotgun gear that holds shells, which will be another video. So we've got that. So after that, I got one of those Black Hawk Special Ops pistol grip thingamabobbers, and I put about 4 or 5 shells through it with that configuration, and discovered that it really sucked and didn't do any good. It didn't reduce recoil. It didn't do shit. So I took it off and took it back to the store and put the original stock and forend back on it. And then when I was in fighting pistol class down in Camden, one of the guys had a shotgun with him with the Magpul stock and forend, and as funny as it looks, I was like, that doesn't look like it would be comfortable. And he was like, "Dude, just shoulder it and see what happens." So I held the shotgun and I shouldered it, and I was like, "Wow, that's nice. That's really, really nice." And I put it up there a few times and a few more times, and I was like, "Wow, I really like that." So I went ahead and I bought one. Magpul, I think it's SOA, I don't know, MOE, forend, whatever. I just copy friend stuff that works, and and then get it for myself. And then I also got, I don't know if you can see it here, but this is the Magpul single point sling attachment, and this is awesome. You want a single point sling for a shotgun, you really do, especially a pump. Because when you're manipulating a shotgun, if you've got a dual point sling, while you're trying to rack the gun, or while you're trying to load the gun, that sling is going to be in your way. So, you know, piece of advice, get a single point sling and some way to hook it on there. Now there are various ways to do it. They have those wraparound ones that you can, you know, get, but I don't really like anything under my hand when I'm shooting, so that's why I got the single point sling adapter, and it was like $17, you know, and it works great. Okay, so what's next? Sling wheel. Oh, also the piece de la resistance is, I don't know if you can see it or not, I put an XS big dot sight on it. I don't know if you can see that there, and what that is a big old golf ball looking thing with a tritium dot in the middle of it so you can see at night, and it went on really easy. It went right over the old pedestal sight and with epoxy, and it took about 5 minutes, and it works great. You pull it up and you see that golf ball, and you know, it's kind of hard to miss it. One thing about the Express Magnum that I noticed that this doesn't have that other shotguns do. A lot of shotguns have this little groove here at the top of the receiver, or you know, a rear sight of some sort or whatever, but I've really never had any kind of trouble hitting anything with this shotgun. So it's like, what do I need that for? And I was gonna have something tapped or do something here, and I just figured out that I really just don't need to. I mean, it works fine just the way it is, but I do like the XS big dot sight. My eyes are old and tired. I can see it at night, and it's pretty awesome. The only thing I think I will possibly do in the future is to add a light. I don't know what kind of light. I don't know really anything about lights, so if you know something about shotgun lights, you know, that go on the fore ends, post a comment and, you know, give me some advice, because we're all learning, you know. You know, so that's it. This is Bertha, you know. She's a good old girl. She's got a lot of fight left in her, you know. Technically, this is my truck gun, my home defense gun, and I've got nothing but faith in her, you know. And it shoots great. You know, I just recently took fighting shotgun at Tactical Response, and you know, she held up like a champ. You know, and she took it and she asked for more. And you know, the cool thing about shotguns is they're always hungry. You know, yeah, so that was cool. But we're gonna do a video, an after-action report on the fighting shotgun here. You know, probably sometime tonight or maybe tomorrow. So in the meantime, you know, we're gonna say goodbye to Bertha for the evening, and just remember that when you run out, oh, you're gonna have to danger this bitch out. Stay tuned.